Daniel Dresner puts it perfectly. So to recap, Trump filmed his wreath laying at Arlington Cemetery, and then his staff engaged in a physical altercation with officials trying to enforce the rules that Arlington Cemetery can't be used for political purposes, and there can't be filming there. An incident report was filed against the Trump campaign. 2, a Vance recording surfaced in which he says teachers creep him out unless they have children. Yes, there are more statements like this from J.D. Vance. And 3, Donald Trump gets indicted again. Yup, special counsel Jack Smith announced that a superseding indictment was filed. A grand jury had voted on the superseding indictment, charging Donald Trump once again with attempts to overthrow the results of the 2020 election and conforming the original indictment filed in August of 2023 with the Supreme Court's absolute presidential immunity ruling. I did a whole hot take on that yesterday. Make sure you go and watch that. Also, MeidasTouch released a new short exposing Donald Trump's malignant narcissism. Let's show the video that we just made at the MeidasTouch network. This is going mega viral. Let's play the clip.
We will be creating so much electricity that you'll be saying, please, please, President, we don't want any more electricity. We can't stand it. You'll be begging me, no more electricity, sir.
Is someone you're thinking of hiring promising things that sound too good to be true?
I could stop wars with a telephone call.
Do their facts and figures not add up?
Actually, beyond a number of 100%. It's a much higher number than that, but...
Does the candidate seem self-absorbed?
People have come up to me and they say, sir, thank you. Sir, thank you. Sir, I want to thank you. You've made me a hero to my wife and to my family.
In all likelihood, you've encountered the malignant narcissist. Malignant narcissism is a severe personality disorder that pairs the self-absorbed behavior of narcissists with the unfeeling manipulation of sociopaths. Unlike those who simply enjoy recognition from their peers, the malignant narcissist is driven by a desire to dominate for personal gain. And there are red flags you can look out for. Like, do they have an unrealistic view of their own importance?
I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln.
Do they only regard other people as tools for personal gain?
I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care.
Do they lack empathy, even for children?
Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here. I think she really believed me that I love having a baby crying while I'm speaking.
Do they speak with an excessive use of superlatives?
Who are the best and who are the worst? Best, the worst, biggest, lowest, best. I find it to be about the worst.
If the candidate you're interviewing exhibits some or all of these red flags, trust your instincts and show them the door. Your organization deserves an employee that can lead with integrity and respect. Stay vigilant. Look for the red flags.
So it's a good video by our team. Shout out to our editorial team. And by the way, you can go to store.meidastouch.com, get the MeidasTouch gear. You can go to growmeidas.com or patreon.com/Meidas. Help grow that editorial team and that production team. They do great work. Here's the unearthed audio of J.D. Vance saying teachers who do not have biological children, quote, disorient and really disturb him. Here, let's play this clip. Let's play it.
And I think our conservative idea is that parents and families should determine what children learn, what values they are brought up with. You know, so many of the leaders of the left, and I hate to be so personal about this, but they're people without kids trying to brainwash the minds of our children. And that really disorients me and it really disturbs me. Randy Weingarten, who's the head of the most powerful teachers union in the country, she doesn't have a single child. If she wants to brainwash and destroy the minds of children, she should have some of her own and leave ours the hell alone.
Yep, so that was what J.D. Vance was doing yesterday. Also, remember that so-called undecided voter who was on the CNN panel? Remember that individual, Bryant Rosado? Well, guess what? Rosado is selling shirts right now, criticizing or attacking Vice President Kamala Harris. This was who CNN said was the undecided voter. He writes, "This should ruffle some feathers and snowflakes. Hashtag Trump 2024. Hashtag Bryant Rosado. hashtag haters gonna hate. And then his shirt says, she's not ready. And then it looks like it's part of the video that we did at the MeidasTouch network that he put on a t-shirt right there. Oh, great work, CNN, putting him on your undecided panel. Also, another bad day for Donald Trump stock. Trump media continues to crash. I wonder if it's going to go below 10. It started at $10. It's now going to potentially sink below $20. Over the past 6 months, it's declined 55%. Meanwhile, the United States stock market, while President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have been actually handling our economy the way it should be handled, has gone up 50%. So, by the way, you remember when Jason Miller over the weekend made this comment that he said Trump should get credit for the stock market? Here's what Donald Trump's top surrogate, Jason Miller, said over the weekend. Play this clip.
Well, on that point, and you have every right to say that she was part of this administration whose record you criticize, and obviously some of it is unpopular. Don't they also get credit for things that are positive? For example, the record-breaking stock market, the Dow breaking 41,000 on Friday.
Well, that's simply because businesses think that President Trump is going to come back in, and so they're energized. A big part of that RFK and Jr. endorsement that we had on Friday, which is huge. When you look at the numbers state by state, some of the states could be upwards of 13,000 to 20,000 votes. Other states, the RFK Jr. endorsement could boost by as much as 40 or even 50,000 votes. When you think about how close the margins are in this campaign, that endorsement alone could put President Trump over the top.
We'll come back to.
So Jason Miller, I'm just trying to understand this because the stock market right now is up 50% since Donald Trump left office, and the Trump stock that actually has his name on it, it's actually called Trump Media, that's declined 55% over the past 6 months. Could you imagine if our country was run the way that Donald Trump's stocks run, or that all the other companies that Donald Trump's bankrupted, rather than it being Trump Media stock, it was the United States of America stock market down 50%. Remember when Donald Trump was trying to crash our stock market 3 to 4 weeks ago when there was that one bad day and Trump was like, it's a depression, this is 1929, everything's collapsing, panic, 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 which is the worst thing that you could possibly say. Yep, that's Donald Trump for you. Take a look at Nate Silver's new polling average right here. It has Vice President Kamala Harris taking her biggest lead yet. I wonder if she's going to cross 50% in the next few days. That wouldn't surprise me. You have Vice President Kamala Harris in his model up 49.2% to 45.4%. His model previously had Donald Trump up 3 to 4 points against President Biden. So that says a lot. Also, an announcement, cooking for Kamala. Thursday, August 29th at 8 p.m., you're going to have a massive Cooking for Kamala event. Look at all of these incredible chefs who are going to be showing up. You can RSVP at cookingforkamala.com. Check that out. And then today, yesterday, they confirmed as well, Donald Trump confirmed that he would be doing the debate with Vice President Kamala Harris. He wrote some really immature statement that looked like it was written by a third grader where he goes, I've reached an agreement with the radical left Democrats for a debate with Comrade Kamala Harris. It will be broadcast live on ABC Fake News. By far the nastiest and most unfair newscaster in the business on Tuesday, September 10th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The rules will be the same as the last one. I mean, just stop with the name calling, stop behaving like that, grow up, act like an adult. How about that? On the other hand, you have J.D. Vance net favorable polling average, just looks like Trump's stock at this point. Back in July 18th, it was negative 3.3%. Right now it's at negative 9.7%. And with the statements like the one that was just unearthed and the types of things that he said yesterday in Big Rapids, Michigan, it is only getting worse from him. Here he is in Big Rapids, Michigan yesterday. Here, play this clip.
Is, I will say, the best grandmother that my kids could ask for. They are 7, 4, and 2. Spoils them a little bit too much. Mom, no more Pokemon cards in front of 1,000 people. No more Pokemon cards. The kids have got enough.
I mean, brutally cringy. Here he is again in Big Rapids. Play this clip.
Now, I will confess that in some ways I have a soft heart, ladies and gentlemen. In some ways I feel bad for Kamala Harris. They don't. You don't. But I'm not sure that this is a woman who knows what she actually believes.
brutally cringy, just cringe, as the Gen Zers would say. Oh, and here are Donald Trump's statements after the superseding indictment was brought. It was post after post after post yesterday, all obnoxious and just, very immature. Persecution of a political opponent. It is the DOJ policy that the Department of Justice should not take any action that will influence an election within 60 days of the election, but they have just taken such an action. Voting starts on September 6th. Therefore, the DOJ has violated its own policy. Election interference. All of these Comrade Kamala Biden hoaxes should be immediately dismissed! Exclamation point. And then there's like 8 other posts like that, but I'm not going to read them for you because it's just annoying and obnoxious. And here, by the way, is J.D. Vance sweating profusely, and he tries to curse to be cool. He's like, "What's up, guys? It's a scorcher out there. Holy shit. Holy shit." Here, watch J.D. Vance. Here, play this clip.
What's up, guys? It's a scorcher out there. Holy shit. Good to see y'all. You're all sweating, I can see. Yeah, seriously. Thanks, Taylor. All right. We'll go left to right. Kevin.
Oh, and finally, I want to give a hat tip to the Daily Beast. They ask a very good question right here. Where's Barron? Where's Barron Trump? Didn't Donald Trump say that Barron was going to be at some New York university or some school in New York? But yeah, 6'7" Barron, no one's seen him at any school. Colleges have started right now. Where is the guy? And by the way, remember we reported on that like crypto scam? Was it like 2 months ago or so that the pharma bro claimed that Barron was involved in, and then no one like talked about it again? We should do some digging back on that and see. But right now, Barron has not popped up in any school or any university. So we'll see where he is. Also, this is the time right now where Fox has to like attack the debates. So like they attack ABC. They say it's going to be unfair. It's going to be rigged. I want to cue you into all of this stuff so you just know the hustle and you know the game and you can call it out and you can share. Folks, I think we're going to hit 3 million subscribers today. Wouldn't that be awesome? Let's do it together. Hit subscribe. Let's get there. Thank you so much for being a part of this Meidas Mighty community. Store.MeidasTouch.com is some great gear. GrowMeidas.com if you want to do a one-time donation or recurring donation. Patreon.com/MeidasTouch if you want to check out after shows and get perks. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram @MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.